We're live from the McCamish Pavilion in Atlanta, GA, for this night's CSBA AC matchup in prime time against the number 3 ranked Duke Blue Devils. I thought they were 5th, but I don't know how. That might be a misprint, but they're ranked 3rd in the AP poll. I mean, in the coaches poll, and Georgia Tech coming in unranked 0-3, but have been in every game in a close one so far. But joining me in the booth is Omni2 Sweet. What's up, Sweet? What's going on, buddy? What are you looking forward to in this game?
Yeah, glad to be here. Georgia Tech, your Georgia Tech last week was, to say the least, very frustrating. Because you know how young this team is and how they want to win, but hosting a home game is against one of the top teams in the nation today for Georgia Tech to right all of those frustrations from previous games early in the season and start fresh new here today.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, if you look at the statistics, believe it or not, points for on the season, Georgia Tech only 30 shy less than what Duke is. So they have the offense. The question is, do they have the defense? They've given up a few more points than what Duke has here. So should be a good ACC battle. I think teams are, even though I know Georgia Tech started 0-3, they've got some good interior players as well as Duke. So I expect it to be a battle. Certainly better than what we saw in the Marquette-Villanova game, as Duke not able to take advantage in that possession. Here comes Georgia Tech the other way. KJ Speed going to get the screen. Pull-up jumper is off the mark because Jackson up with the rebound.
Yeah, if you're Georgia Tech here, you're looking to dominate the center battle. We talked about Duke and how great they are, especially their bigs. Marcos averaging 13 points and 7 rebounds. Blackman with 12 and 6, and they're gonna be matched up with that and in him. And Georgia Tech is gonna have to a matchup here today if they want to have a chance of winning this game.
Times hits that mid-range jumper. He's averaging 15 points a game for Tech. Their leading scorer here for the Yellow Jackets. We'll see if he's the guy that will carry the load. As Gunn going to try to drive baseline. Good defense by Tech, forcing the fadeaway too, but Daniel Gunn says rat-a-tat-tat. Puts that one in. Georgia Tech not playing with a lot of pace here. Certainly doesn't want to get into a track meet. As Blackman comes up with the rebound. Here comes Duke the other way. Lussier brings that to the outside. 3 ball by Noah Johnson. No good ball. Bat of the round. Times comes away with it. Tech now looking to push. They have numbers. Times goes up. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it outside to that to Carter. 8 on the shot clock. High screen comes. Carter gonna drive. Gets double teamed. Forced to pick up his dribble. Goes up off the glass and can't get it to go. Tough shot there, Sweet.
Yeah, Georgia Tech taking a lot of shots in the paint so far. A lot of contested shots, may I add. They're not just falling down right now, so Georgia Tech might want to switch it up here as they progress in the first quarter.
Homer Jackson, the 7'1" sophomore, got a couple of rebounds here early going. Now Times, benefit of a screen. He's going to try to go inside on Johnson. Fadeaway baseline jumper is good. Eight 4. Blue Devils up.
29.
What's that?
50% to 29%.
And they're only trailing by 4. Good active hands there. I think that was, give me that, trying to come up with the steal. Substitutions for both squads. Pull up jumper is no good off the mark. Theo Marcos with the putback. Just realized Duke rocking their normal their normal blue bands, have headbands, and socks, and not the Duke Brotherhood color stocks. So that's an interesting look for them here tonight. Probably the only one on watching the stream probably caught that. I must have missed the color coordination on that. Step back jumper is good. Yeah, you know me, Mitch. I'm a stickler for that stuff, though. So I can't believe I messed that up. Thought I looked at it, but Inham up with the rebound. This will be an interesting matchup between Inham and Marcos. Good ball movement by Georgia Tech. Mills can't get it to go, though. Schofield with the defensive play. 10-6 now. CJ Mooch with the ball looking at Marcos. Inham pushing him well into the high post. Drives baseline, dumps it off to Marcos. And that's where Inham's got to recognize, Sweet.
Yeah, talk about that matchup. It was good from Inham to deny Marcos the ball on the low post, but gotta know how to defend the pick and roll against a team like Duke, who just has instant offense everywhere.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine playing some of their best basketball. Actually, I feel like they're playing better basketball this season than they did in their championship last year. So certainly not the roster we had last year when they won the national title, but Blue Devils have taken home 2 titles here in the 12 seasons. No team in the CSBA, though, has more than 2 ever.
Duke first team to.
No, Kansas was the first team to get 2 in the early seasons.
Oh.
But this season, Kansas has got a really strong team. I can see them making a run. Jackson with the kiss. So good start for Duke here, shooting 58%, 7 of 12 so far. 8-point lead against the Yellow Jackets. Pass inside, Inham fouled. I don't know where the foul was, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Hits the first. Timeout. Duke going to call TO here, up by 6. Good first quarter here so far. Action. O'Reilly in the corner. Marcos across to O'Reilly. Good ball moving here by Duke, but nothing really towards the basket. 3 ball by Jackson is no good. Inham up with the rebound. Well, pick and roll floater in the lane is no good. Brooms gets his own rebound and then gets fouled by Schofield.
I like how Georgia Tech is playing, but again, we talk about missing those shots against big teams like Duke who are going to punish you. They're missing a lot of chances at the rim right now, especially contested shots. So Georgia Tech's gonna have to find a way to get some more open shots, to get some more open looks, to make the offense easier on the players.
Yeah, they're not playing with much pace. So you'd like to see them play with a little bit more urgency in their game, but at some point Duke's gonna they're gonna eat that up. So you gotta definitely play with put a little bit more energy. Coffee Inham gets the ball back. Baseline jumper. That's a very unlike Dog Inham.
Never a rush shot there.
Nice job by Schofield. Mills now to Tyree. Tyree step back from the free throw line is no good. Back to an 8-point lead here. Pick and roll action, step back three, bang! Big bucket from Jalen Tyree, the freshman. Marcos to Mooch, Mooch to Jackson, contested three, and he gets it! 23-15, big bucket there for Duke to end the first quarter. 8-point lead for the Blue Devils. You're watching the CSBA on Twitch after 1 quarter of play. Duke up 23-16 rather. All right, good first quarter in the books in this ACC matchup. I was right, it is 23-15. I said 16. B gets it over to Carter, back to Speed. Off to Curl, Times for three, bang! Keith Times. There's a reason why he's their go-to guy, Sweet.
Yeah, leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets was really great, really good in their last matchup versus Kentucky, as Blackman finishes the alley-oop. But one thing I'm liking from Georgia Tech compared from the first quarter to second quarter is how many more is they're opening now their spacing. In the first quarter, they were getting to the basket, getting mid-range shots. Now they're trying the three-point shot, and we've seen Georgia Tech shoot well from the three-point line. They have to continue to do that if they want to be teams like Duke here tonight.
Blackman inside, and just like that, a quick swing the other way as now it's back to 9. Pass inside to Times. Times has got 9. The rest of Georgia Tech has got 11. So he's almost got half the points. Noah Johnson now to Blackman. Blackman forced to give it up. Johnson for three. Bang! Noah Johnson.
Comes the Duke run.
3 ball up. No good. Miss there by Troy Carter. Had an open look. Had some time. Maybe not the guy you probably want shooting the 3, although he has hit about 25% clip this season. Nice steal from behind by Carter, though, making up for it. Georgia Tech trying to push, and then a shove out of bounds. No foul called, as Daniel Gunn kind of gave him a little forearm there, and he steps out of bounds and turns the ball over. Blackman now to Johnson. Johnson the gun. 10-point lead for the Blue Devils. Blackman inside. Good defense there by Tech. Sweet, you don't need me to wait for me to throw it to you. You can chime in whenever I pause, by the way. Speed. Almost loses it. Give me that. Gets it back 4 on the shot clock here. Spin move. Give me that. Can't get it to go.
Georgia Tech taking a lot of wild shots right now. Again, we talk about the pace of the offense. Quick transition offense. Georgia Tech is not doing their part right now. Johnson is just getting easy looks. But yeah, Georgia Tech, they don't want this game to get away quickly. Because if it does, it will be a long night for the Yellow Jackets.
Little spin move there. Homer Jackson going to get called for the foul. So give me that, a 75% free throw shooter to the line to shoot 2. It's been that kind of night for the Jackets. That hits 1 of 2, 11-point game. Steal by KJ Speed. Gets it to Times. Times draws the contact and still gets the basket. Appreciate that, Nate Dogg. And Duke turns the ball over.
Times has been the reason why the Yellow Jackets have been in this game. His scoring, coming from the three-point line, but from inside the paint, has been really impressive today.
Yeah, he's been their go-to guy. Mills for 3, no good. Theo Marcos up with the rebound. Here comes the Blue Jackets. We stream every night from pretty much from 7 to 11, Monday to Friday. Saturdays a little bit in the afternoon when our JUCO teams start up. So we're a simulation AI versus AI league, but the players are all user-based. John Coffey, no good there, dog in him. Rebound, can't get it to go. But yeah, I mean, if you want to make a player, we're bringing in some players. I think we have 1 or 2 spots open left for JUCO. And then college, we're in week. What is this? Week 3 or week 4? This is week 4. I just realized.
4.
I never changed my main body screen. I just realized all night long I've been running the wrong week.
Great fadeaway from Marcos. 100% from the field goal range now. He's got 8 points.
Drive and a good block from behind by Marcos. Marcos. And he gets caught traveling there. I think he went to pass it and he caught it. So we're week 4, Cash. It was a mistake. I didn't update my ticker. I just realized. So it is week 4. First 3 weeks we're out of conference. This is week 4 conference play. Tech holding their own though, but Keith Thomas has been pretty much, him and KJ Speed, kind of the 2 guys that have good ball movement there. Brooms for 3, bricks it off the back rim. Tech needs to get some contributions from some other players though here, Sweet.
Yeah, Broom just missed that wide open 3. That's not what you want if you're the Yellow Jackets. You need some help on the offensive side, and also the Yellow Jackets, you need to play some great defense on Duke, as they're getting a lot of transition offense quickly from their bigs, Marcos.
All right, Duke misses that possession. Now they're going to set up down low. Size mismatch for Inham, and good defense by Schofield. Corner 3, no good.
Gorfield with the foul there.
Inside, Mills lays it up and in.
So, Wired, I have a question. We're 4 weeks into the CSBA season. Who do you see winning it all? As for these 4 weeks
I
that we're
mean,
here.
it's tough to say. I mean, there's some teams obviously that look really good out of the gate, but March Madness is such a fickle thing. You run into the wrong team at the wrong time. I mean, nice counted in one KJ Speed. I think that was Speed. No, that was Michon Brooms. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, it's tough to say because you could still have some teams, and we've seen teams coming in as the number 3 seed into March Madness and go on and win a national title. So it really depends on your bracket and the teams within your bracket. And at the end of the day, we always talk about, only one team wins the national championship after going through March Madness, and there are some really good teams. So that's tough to really put a prediction down like that. You'd have to see how the brackets, kind of work themselves out by the selection committee. And Jeff O'Reilly knocks that down. I tell you, Duke's shooting so well here tonight. But yeah, I mean, just to answer your question, it's really tough to pinpoint me down on a team. I mean, there are some teams that are playing really, really well, but it's not necessarily how you start the season; it's how you finish.
It does depend on the brackets. It's a lot of different factors, but if like from what I've just seen in just 4 weeks, Kentucky's team is shooting lights out, and it's going to be hard to stop them if they truly do continue like this for the rest of the season, although it's unlikely. But Kentucky's got a team over there that could really do some damage in March Madness.
I mean, they're ranked number 1 for a reason, so not surprised. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in the second half. Good first half here for the Blue Devils as they take the lead into the locker room. But Sweet, talk to me a little bit about that first half and what does Georgia Tech need to do better up here to maybe come back in this ball game?
Well, Georgia Tech, apart from times, the rest of the team has been ice cold. Let's just put it like that. Even in the mismatches where the Enderman's getting the ball down the low post, they can't take advantage of those mismatches. Although that is great defense by Schofield and the rest of the Duke team. It's just hard to create shots right now, and Georgia Tech's gonna have to find a different way to produce their offense because if they don't, this is going to be a horrible shooting night, and Duke is going to take well and true advantage. As you can see, 59% to 31. Duke's offense just well oiled. It's just better right now.
All right, we'll see what happens here in the second half. Certainly going to need something a little bit more from times and maybe some additional players for Georgia Tech to potentially pull back in this one. As Duke playing really well here in this first half. You watch the CSB on Twitch. We'll be right back with the second half. Let's take a look at the leading scorer at the half as Duke up by 10. And that is going to be Keith Times, I believe. Yeah, he's got 11 on 5 of 7 shooting. (38-28) Times, who's got a step, pull-up jumper, no good, but a nice play by give me that as he taps that one in. Noah Johnson with a nice take. Yeah, he's left wide open.
As for Duke, Johnson's been a key factor in why they're up double digits in this game. Been getting some nice shots, some nice look, and converting them.
Foul on the play as June B gets fouled. They'll head to the line to shoot 2B on the season, shooting 57% from the free throw line. Certainly something he's going to want to work on. Holy smokes, I can't stop yawning. Gone from the corner. Rat-a-tat-tat. 3-ball is good. .13 advantage for the Blue Devils. Georgia Tech needs a little bit of a run. Get a couple stops, get a run, and they'll be right back in this ball game. They're so close to knocking on that door.
You still have time. Georgia Tech still has time, 6 minutes, but you need a run now. You need some sort of offense. And let's see if Georgia Tech can get it as Troy gets that pull-up mid-range. But yeah, the field goal percentage are not looking good. Georgia Tech needs some easy offense right now. I say go down to the bigs.
Well, if they're gonna if they need some easy offense, they need to get some stops, right? They need to get some transition buckets. And right now, Duke doing a really good job on the boards, and certainly those second chance opportunities are things that Georgia Tech can ill afford to do, especially after having a good defensive possession there. So something they're gonna want to work. Give me that floater is good. Timeout, Duke. You're watching CSBA on Twitch. We're back.
Run it up, Blondo. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see, I'm from Texas, where we still riding swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't mess with Texas. Hey, we always strapped, we keep our weapons. My mama from the 8, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pepsi was a guy before he went to heaven. I knew what pushing P was before Gunna even said it. Hey, she zero taught me keep my weapon and never trust a new door cause it's expected. No killers from the country, they ride horses and throw sevens. Got niggas in the east, ride ATVs with Mac 11s.
First off, you better remember what that sign say before you come down here. Don't mess with Texas.
All right, game of the week coming up tomorrow night. Number 4 versus number 2 between Houston and Georgia and Texas Tech should be a phenomenal game of the week.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good game of the week. See how Houston's been playing.
June B with the steal, and then AJ Lussier forced to foul Keith Times, so Times to the line to shoot 2. Times misses the first. Hits the second. So Tech still trailing by 10 here. Johnson to Blackman. Blackman to Johnson. Johnson with a step floater is rimmed in and out. That toilet bowl rolled in and out. Good D. Pass inside, gets picked off by Blackman. Noah Johnson last second gets it to Homer Jackson.
But that was a 4-point swing. Utah could have had some easy offense there, and now could have cut the lead to single digits. Now it's back to 12.
Times with a step. Now he has gun on him. Switches to the right hand. Finger roll is up and in. Back to 10 we go. Times having a really good game. Carrying the Tech offense right now. Blackman. Double team. Somebody going to be wide open. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Gunn. Fadeaway baseline jumper is good. Kick it to the corner to Carter. Carter now out to Fat. Fat to Speed. Speed really wants to be behind that three-point line. I think putting himself in harm's way there by doing that. Times fires up to 3. Rims in and out. Three ball from deep way downtown. No good. Blackman. And the rebounding for Duke has just been exceptional as the lead now up to 14.
Yeah, Duke is one of the premier rebounding teams that Georgia Tech calls a timeout, but Georgia Tech's got to limit some of that. They got to get stops. They can't allow second chance points from a team like Duke.
Duke looking to remain unbeaten on the season here with a win tonight. Not going to lie, I love the Georgia Tech. Their court is fire at the Golds. Drive and blocked by Marcos. Mooch from the corner. Bang! CJ Mooch.
Now this game is spiraled out of control for the Yellow Jackets. Now or never.
In 'em. Drive inside. Blocked by Coffee. What a block. Inbound pass in the corner. 15-point lead right now. Duke playing exceptionally well. Very efficient here tonight. O'Reilly from the Tech logo can't get it to go. And that's where that just can't happen if you're Tech. You can't let them get offensive rebounds, especially when you got two bigs down there. 3 ball up, no good. Sorry.
And when you get offensive rebounds, you need to convert the other side of the ball, and that's what they're not just doing right now. Just like when they get stopped, they can't find a way to convert the stops.
Inside is good. Back to 15 we go. Okay, Tech hasn't really gotten too many big defensive plays in this game to change any kind of momentum. They're starting to force, just as I say that, Tyree with the steal takes it coast to coast with the butter and toast. Back to 13. Marcos trying to drive, goes right into Mac Mills.
Another one.
Pass the dog Inham, who finishes at the rim. And this is more of what we expected to see from Georgia Tech, as Inham's got 10 now.
Yeah, they're pressing the ball handlers now. Georgia Tech is finally woken up.
3 ball up for Duke, no good. Quick outlet pass to Tyree. He's left wide open, spots up for 3. Can't get it to fall. That would have put it to single digits. But Georgia Tech looking like they upped their defensive pressure here in the second half a little bit. Drive, one-handed floater is no good. Coffee. He's going to drive, switches to the right hand, and gets fouled by Theo Marcos. And that's Marcos' 3rd foul, so he's got to be careful. He's now in foul trouble. And if you're Georgia Tech, maybe you continue to attack that.
Yeah, big on big matchup. Luckily for Duke, they have Blackman on the bench, who's also a really good player. But you want to eliminate as much as Duke's strengths as possible, and Marcos is definitely one of them.
Coffee remains perfect on the season from the free throw line as he puts that one in. The 6'11 senior. Now a 9-point game as Georgia Tech has whittled this down to single digits. Cross-court pass, Mooch for 3. Bang! As he rattles that one home, CJ Mooch. And that's deflating for Tech, right? I mean, you force that for a deep 3 and they beat you from the cheap seats. So
yeah.
Tech in a hole for
Wilson's been really good this half.
yes, he has. Tech in a hole for one here. Inham sets the screen. 3-ball by Tyree trying to answer back. No good. Mooch up with the rebound. Does not get a shot away. 12-point lead headed to the fourth. We got ourselves a battle here. Tech threatening as we head to the fourth, but Duke still trying to hold on. You're watching CSB on Twitch. Get those fours up in stream chat. We'll be right back. All right, 12-point game. Not a very high-scoring affair, despite the fact that Duke has shot the ball well here. No State Farm assist of the game. Only 47 points through 3 quarters for Tech, so it's been a little bit of a battle here as double team comes, and they're gonna force a jump ball. Looks like a jump ball between. I did not see who that was. Is it? I think it might be. Is that Blackman? Yeah, Blackman and one of the Tech players. Tyree gonna almost get it there. Blackman spin move, and they're not gonna stop that as Lee goes back to 14. 22 people in the stream and we only got 1-4. Come on, guys, show me you're live. It's the fourth quarter. Screen, Tyree kicks it out. Wide open, Mills for 3. Bang! And they've done a nice job, Sweet, on that double, right? I mean, that double and a kick out. Tech has done a pretty good job on that tonight.
George has done a great job there as Johnson gets open but misses, and another rebound by the Blue Devils and one.
And a foul on top of it, counted in 1 as Blackman now has 12. And I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I would have. I don't know. I mean, you got to pick your poison, right? I think if you're Georgia Tech, you might have wanted, instead of give me that on Blackman, maybe had Inham on him tonight. I think that would have been a better matchup for them personally.
Yeah.
Times.
Credit to Duke. They're just playing on the rebound, on the glass, and they're getting very easy shots there. But for Georgia Tech, you have to find a way to stop them. And if it's Inham can do a better job, go for it.
And that's what you don't want to see if you're Tech. You don't want to see Georgia. You don't want to see Duke starting to go on a run. Noah Johnson now back-to-back threes. The Blue Devils playing strong here. Floater up, no good. Blackman up with the rebound. Johnson to Lussier for 3. Bang! AJ Lussier from downtown, and just like that, it went from a 10-point game to a 19-point lead for the Blue Devils. And you look at those possessions, a couple possessions there, right? I mean, the kickouts to 3, Noah Johnson twice, Lussier 1. That's 9 points right there just on threes, and they went on a 9-0 run. Could be the turning point of this game with 6:08 to go here, Sweet.
Yeah, another turnover there. This game has been pretty much runs, and Duke has dominated all of the runs from start to finish. It's been pretty much a wire-to-wire domination by the Blue Devils.
Well, I don't know if I fully go and say that as Times throws it down. I mean, there was a point where Tech went on a nice run, got it to single digits. I think they had it down to like 7. So, I wouldn't say it's been total domination, but Duke hasn't struggled as much as Georgia Tech has. So I'll say that at least. But, you know, I will say to your point, though, Duke has had an easier time for the most part. Almost a steal there. Floater up, no good. From that perspective, anyway. Carter loses the handle and then steps out of bounds. Ill-advised turnover there from Tech. I mean, still 5:13 to go, but 17-point lead is going to be difficult to come back here from. Unless Tech can go on another run, sweet.
Yeah, it's looking rough for the Yellow Jackets right now. They're gonna have to find some offense here as they get one from Speed, but it's 5 minutes remaining, 15 points. It's still doable. You can still win this game, but you're gonna need a string of stops starting right now.
Well, that was a good start to that potential run with a steal. And again, another double team and another turnover. Maybe Tech's starting to listen to us a little bit here. Time's looking for an open man, not really getting anybody to get the ball to at an open position. And then a drive high off the glass, too strong. Don't like that take there by June B. And then another steal. Times again picking the pocket. This time Times off the glass and good. So Tech's defense stepping up here a little bit. 2 or 3 times, sweet. They forced him to the middle. I don't know if you saw that. Johnson for 3. No good. A couple of times you saw that Tech forced the Duke player to the middle of the court, and there was just guys waiting for them, and there's a bad ill-advised shot there.
Yeah, it seems to me like that's where Duke is getting more. Georgia Tech is getting a lot of their steals from the middle of the court, just pressing ball handlers there, but you cannot have that mismatch as he misses that shot.
Yeah, Jackson got caught between going for the layup and throwing it down with a dunk, and costly miss there is a drive. High floater is good. KJ Speed. So just like that, Tech on a little bit of a run, defense being a factor to get them that run as they've now closed it to 11, I think, on an 8-0 run. Drive and a block. The interior's doing their job. Carter going to find that for the layup, and he blows it as Homer Jackson came across. And then taking it to the house is Daniel Rat-a-tat-tat Gunn. And right there,
that was a big opportunity.
Yeah, that was a poor play by Tech on both ends of the court. Give me that. Tries to draw the contact to get the N1, but can't get it to go. 71-60 though. 2:30 to go. 11-point lead. Lussier now to Johnson. Speed on him. Gonna get picked. Pull up, pop. That's good. And Johnson, it's been the Johnson gun show for the most part for Duke. He's got 12. But those guys off of the pick and pops have done a really nice job tonight.
Yeah. Duke has just been playing their offense. Gunn, Johnson. What I like to say is, Georgia Tech's been making it easier for them. Not pressuring on the ball handlers, and they're getting really easy shots. Johnson, and it's been a smooth game for him today. Along with Duke, Marcos, and the rest of them. Right now, if you're Georgia Tech, you need to stop on pretty much every possession, and you need to go perfect.
.157 to go. Wisely. Noah Johnson going to try to kill some clock here. This team up by 11. Like, here's that double team again from Tech on the outside. And they cause another turnover at the midcourt. So we got to give Tech credit. And he gets the foul from Noah Johnson. So Troy Carter to the line, an 88% free throw shooter. Gets it on the arm. Good job by Carter there. Tech not giving in here, sweet.
Yeah, Tech is fighting, and that's what you just want from your team, even if they're having a bad shooting night. And you want to see some hustle. You want to see some urgency, and they're showing it right now.
Oh,
it's just
2 missed free throws there. Can't have that late in the game. Would have put it to 9. Lussier from the corner rattles in and out. Homer Jackson gets blocked. And again, the defense from Tech stepping up here. but not getting the points when they need it. Time stops, fires for three, bang, and it's an 8-point lead with 1:22 to go. And Noah Johnson wisely gonna walk it up the court here, sweet.
Duke is just gonna chew clock.
They need to. They need to right now. Because Tech is not giving up. They're fighting. This has been a scrappy game. It hasn't been the best game offensively, but it has been a scrappy one. Defense at times really big factor. 3-ball by God, no good. Can't let Jackson get the rebound there and giving Duke an opportunity. But they come across with a steal. The defense again. Carter going to hand it to Times. Times to speed up off the glass and good. It's down to a 6-point game.
And Duke, and all the credit to Georgia Tech for getting the steals. Duke's been really careless with the ball.
Yeah,
they have to chew clock. They have to get their
those
those
timely double teams have been so huge. And there's a big bucket there. That could probably be the dagger right there as it puts it back to 8. Speed. Going to get the benefit of a bad screen and a push and an ill-advised time to come over with a turnover, and that's going to kill it for Tech. As you look at Duke's going to have to put up a shot here with 1.7 differential, but Tech's not going to play the foul game here. They're down by too much. So the Blue Devils going to hold on here, but what a scrappy game. By Tech here, going to end up losing by 8 unless Duke puts one in here before the shot clock expires. And they don't do that, but they get the rebound, so it puts it to a 10-point game. But you got to give Tech a ton of effort in this one. They made it a game down the stretch. And against the number 3 seed team in the nation, got to feel pretty good about yourself despite starting the season 0-4 if you're Georgia Tech.
A lot of tough losses to San Diego State and now Duke at home, but there's a lot of positive outlooks to look at if you're the Yellow Jackets, especially with how young this team is. You're only going to get better from here, right? And if you're Duke, another dominant win, 4-0. This is what the champs do.
Yeah, they out-rebounded them 40-32. Anything that stands out for you?
Georgia Tech did dominate in the steals department. 9 Duke's 2, which they got some great stops, but the field goal percentage, 52%, 45%, and fast break points. Duke just has a well-oiled offense, and along with the rebounds they were getting on the second chance points, it was just it made this game impossible for Georgia Tech to come back from.
Yeah, I mean they got Duke to turn the ball over 11 times, got 11 points out of it. I mean, if you look as we kind of scroll through here, I just kind of want to look at the difference and look at the first half. First half, struggling. 31% from the floor. Duke getting what they want. Tech, much better third quarter. Fourth quarter, right there. I mean, so this to me, this is your game right here. These 2 quarters, Tech played phenomenal. Shot the ball really well. They went even. They went even with the number 3 team in the nation in the second half. It was just literally, it literally was this first and second quarter, and it really wasn't even the second quarter. It was probably just the first. I mean, think about it. Duke hit a big 3 right at the buzzer, so that's 3 points. They played this game. They played the second quarter tight, third quarter tight, fourth quarter tight. I mean, it really was a closer game than at times it felt like, especially since the biggest lead in this game by Duke was 19 points. And Georgia Tech never led in this game, but if they can knock down a few more threes, maybe get a few higher percentage looks, convert some of those turnovers, Georgia, you could be talking about a Georgia Tech win here easily. So, granted, Duke played well. They hit their shots when they needed to. Times finishing with 21 points. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. 9 of 13, 3 points, 3 rebounds, assists, 2 steals. Dog in him, almost a double-double, 4 of 8 off the bench. for 10 points, 8 boards. Give me that 9 and 4 with a steal and a block. Jalen Tyree, 3 of 9, some big buckets, 1 of 4 from downtown, 7 points, a rebound, assist, a block. KJ Speed, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 7 dimes for Speed, 2 steals, 3 of 5. Mac Mills, 5 points, 2 boards, a steal, 2 of 4. Troy Carter, 1 of 5. Rough night shooting for him. Did a couple of things, but did have 3 big turnovers, a couple of ill-advised 4 shots, but did finish with 2 points, an assist, 2 steals. Coffee with 2 points, a rebound, 0 of 2, and June B, 0 of 3. This should be 3 rebounds, a steal, a block on 0 of 2. Take us through Duke.
Duke Blue Devils with the win here today. Daniel Gunn, 50 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Noah Johnson, really big part of Duke's win here today. 12 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Big Strun Blackman, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Only missed 1 shot.
Yeah, solid game, double-double from him.
Marcus, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks. Talk about that big man connection for Duke. Action Jackson, 7 points, 3 assists. J. Mooch hit some 2 big 3-pointers to pretty much distance the game away. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists off the bench. AJ Lussier, 5 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist.
5 turnovers, though, 2 of 8. Rough night for him, both from the field as well as from with turnovers.
Yeah. Homer Jackson, 4 points, 9 rebounds, some key rebounds, and some key second chance points for the Blue Devils.
Yeah,
Jeff
he
O'Reilly,
had
4
4. He had
points.
4 offensive rebounds too out of those 9. So
Yeah. Jeff O'Reilly, 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Michael Schofield, some great defense down low. 2 points, 7 rebounds.
all right, that's going to wrap us up for the game of the night, and it was a good one. 10-point win for the Blue Devils. Appreciate you being in the booth, Sweet. Any parting words before we head off for tonight?
Yeah, champs showed why they're champs today. And with games like this, even though it wasn't Duke's best game, how to win. And they showed how to win. Georgia Tech showed a lot of effort, but at the end of the day, the game's about 4 quarters. And that first quarter was just a detriment to them throughout the rest of the game. And as they tried to climb back in, it was just not enough.
Yeah, came up a little short to lose by 10. Appreciate VGL coming in with the raid. I missed the raid when I was streaming. I did not hear you guys come in, so apologies for that. But I appreciate you guys, our partners over there at the VGL, for the raid at the end of the stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody that has stuck with us tonight, tuning in and out for some of these games. Another great night of CSBA action. Tomorrow night, game of the week, Houston versus Texas Tech. Plus, we got some other good games on the schedule, so make sure VGI Gates, I appreciate you, buddy. No worries. I thank you as always. You know that. Love you guys over at the VGL. Some great games on the schedule tomorrow night, so make sure you tune in for that. We've had conference play is another beast in general, and for the most part, you're going to see some really competitive games. That's why conference play is so much fun in comparison to the out of conference, in my personal opinion. So continue to tune in. We appreciate everybody who tuning in. Appreciate Sweet being in the booth tonight, and everybody else, Spooky earlier, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night for